And hey guys, good morning and welcome back to an episode of Forwards and Backwards, the mid-morning solo cipher. I am Ebony Jefferson, certified spiritual life coach, certified meditation teacher, herbal healer, and mentor of magic, bringing you much love, high vibes, and positive energy through the airwaves. Or blessings on making today a better day than yesterday, and blessings on utilizing today as a stepping stone for creating your best version of tomorrow. Ashe, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. So, 2026 is in full swing, and if you haven't noticed by now, this is not an ordinary year. This is the year of the Chinese zodiac fire horse, and this type of energy only comes around every 60 years. And the last time it was here, 1966, from what I understand, shit went left. But we're not rooted in fear. We're rooted in purpose and power. So let's learn a little bit more about the fire horse before we get into all the specifics. So the Chinese zodiac is based off of a 12 animal cycle: the rat, the ox, the tiger, the dog, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, and the pig. I think I hit them all. Each year is also paired with one of the five elements: wood, water, air, fire, and metal. Okay, so let's do the math. That's 12 animals and five elements. That gives us each combination occurring once every 60 years. Make sense? Good. So my question to you is, what happens when speed meets intensity? Better question is, how do we prepare? Let's dig a little deeper. Horses correspond with movement, independence, charisma, freedom, speed, rebellion, right? And what about fire? Fire represents passions, intensity, transformation, exposure, visibility, expansion. When you put this all together, you don't get slow momentum, you get acceleration. In parts of Japan, historically, this year is referred to as Hino Uma. And there are even folklores that warn that girls born during the fire horse year are too strong-willed and too independent. They believe this so strongly that the last fire horse year, 1966, it was recorded that birth rates dropped dramatically because families wanted to avoid having daughters that were going to carry this fiery horse energy. Now ask yourself, why is strength and independence in a woman such a dangerous thing? Because it disrupts control. On its own, horse energy is wild. It does not do stagnation, it does not do cages, and it does not move slow. Horse years amplify restlessness. So if you've been feeling that I can't stay here, I need to go, I need to do more type energy, it might be the year the horse creeping in on you already. Or especially if you're an entrepreneur, a performer, public speaker, or leader, or any kind of risk taker, as those are the archetypes favored by the horse. And let's be aware there is a shadow side. Tendencies such as impulsiveness, burning bridges, the want to go without thinking, or escape instead of trying to build. Yeah, that's all under the dominion of the horse, baby. So if you ever wondered if you were running towards freedom or away from discomfort, this year the fire horse will probably give you your answer. Now let's talk about fire. And for those who don't know, fire is not gentle. Fire illuminates, it exposes, fire spreads. In the collective, fire years tend to bring truth to the surface. Scandals revealed, authorities questioned, ego conflicts, and rapid cultural shifts. On a personal level, fire years can feel like increased ambition and desires, even irritation or intolerance for nonsense. Big thing to remember, is that fire doesn't want us small, but unmanaged, fire will burn us out. This is why in 2026, nervous system management and regulation is not an option, guys. Especially if you're already easily overwhelmed or struggle to make impulsive decisions. My suggestion: grounding and breath work. Start it now, because fire and horse equals speed, and speed without direction usually equals a crash, guys. We don't want to crash out. We don't want to crash out. So, what should we expect in 2026 year of the fire horse, right? Well, I like to look at history as reflection, and the last year of the fire horse was in 1966. If we think back in the 60s, even though I wasn't there, the 60s was a really big time for cultural and independent movements. We had the civil rights era going on, there were anti Vietnam protests, there was the Youth Counter Corporation, aka the hippies, there was environmentalists, the LGBTQ community were fighting for equality. That's just here in the States, guys. There was a lot going on. See, fire horse years builds on what's already happening beneath the surface. They don't just bring tension out of nowhere. They ignite what was simmering. So the better question to ask ourselves is, what's been simmering in our country, in our world right now? Technology, power shifts, economic restructuring, the boom of voices that once felt unheard. Women are reclaiming autonomy and people are leaving traditional systems. If something has been building quietly, then the fire horse accelerates it. And those are the areas I'm going to pay attention to over the next 12 months, guys. I believe we'll see an acceleration in entrepreneurship and more public exposure of hidden systems, and the youth, the younger generation, standing up and finding their voice. And I definitely expect to see a rise in tensions between independence and authority. On a personal note, I think this year is going to bring a lot of major changes to people's finances and how they make their money. Career pivots, relationship changes, a lot of unhad conversations I think are going to be held. Relocations, rebrands. There's going to be a lot of risk taken in 2026, and I'm all for it. But with that said, understand the fire horse does not reward recklessness. It rewards courage strengthened by discipline. Stay intentional and stay grounded. Clarify your vision and strengthen your nervous system. And most importantly, guys, master consistency. Small, consistent steps daily, 10 minutes a day. Y'all know how I'm on it. The year of the fire horse isn't about fear, guys. It's about readiness and recognizing the cycles that already exist. Energy shifts, momentum builds, and guess what? You get to decide whether you're burnt by it or powered. So ask yourself, where's the fire burning inside of you currently, right? And what would happen if you directed that energy instead of suppressing it? Okay, guys, if you made it through the whole video, you already know you're the real MVP. I truly hope this resonates. I hope this finds who it needs to find when it needs to find it. And yeah, I hope your entire 2026, your entire year of the fire horse is filled with passion, filled with acceleration towards your greatest version of life and self, and full of memories that when you look back, make you smile. Word. Thank you guys so much. As always, important. I wish you guys much ashe. Namaste. Deuces, y'all. Later.